Global Sumud Flotilla activists are back home, but they're returning with explosive claims of abuse, alleging blindfolds, beatings, strip searches, and nightmare detention conditions. Released flotilla members reunited with families in New York City after Israel intercepted the aid convoy in international waters. Emotional scenes quickly turned into shocking accusations against Israeli authorities.
It's an absolute nightmare. It's everything that people say about Israel and even more. It validated all of my assumptions, all of the human rights reports, Amnesty International, Save the Children, everything that I've read is true. Warship first, before the prison ship. And on the Navy ships, they have this kind of spiky anti-skid gravel material. They blindfolded us, zip-tied us on our knees to a bar on the floor on that spiky gravel until they transferred us to the prison ship.
Activists described the experience as an absolute nightmare, claiming detainees were blindfolded, zip-tied, and forced onto gravel before being transferred to a prison ship.
We were living in squalor, and above us is like barbed wire and these like prison guards. Everyone's got a mask on, no names or anything, just like Star David, IOF, patches, whatnot. And they got their guns, pointed at us at all times. I saw several people throughout those 2 days shot with rubber bullets, including one captain from one of our comrade boats who got shot in the leg. And it was a pretty deep wound. I mean, had it hit an artery, she would have bled out. Thank God she did not. But she wasn't given like proper medical treatment. She was given like a gauze to just cover it up, but she wasn't given proper medical treatment.
One flotilla member claimed officers pinned him to the ground and beat him during processing, alleging he was kicked in the ribs and had his head slammed against the floor.
It was really just a hiding spot for them to beat everybody. I had two police officers hold me down, one behind my back, one by my neck, face down, while the others beat me with hardened gloves and kicking me, kneeing me in my ribs, stomping on my knees, slamming my head against the ground. It was pretty brutal.
This is one form of torture carried out by the IDF, using cable ties and handcuffs forced onto my hands. Then, some of my friends from Europe were shot with rubber bullets, and I don't know what it's called, the one used by riot police, tear gas that explodes when fired to wake us up every morning. As for food, I went on a hunger strike for 3 days. But before I was finally thrown into Ashdod, I ate and drank a little. However, the most important thing from what I experienced among the 9 activists is that there are still more than 9,000 Palestinians who continue to suffer every single day. What I experienced is nothing, only a tiny drop, a very small fraction of the suffering endured daily by the Palestinian people there. So please, do not forget to continue supporting Palestinian independence, and I ask the government to continue pursuing diplomatic efforts that keep growing toward Palestinian independence. If we were seen looking to the side, our heads would be forced down onto the ground. That was part of the immigration process. Then, when we arrived at Ketziot prison in the Negev, the treatment was the same. We remained tightly handcuffed. There are still marks from the restraints. Our legs were chained, and we were stripped naked. Don't forget, there were 3 separate strip searches.
Israel's prison service denied all abuse allegations, insisting detainees were treated according to the law and under professional supervision. Israel intercepted the Global Sumud Flotilla after the convoy attempted to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza during the ongoing blockade and humanitarian crisis. Authorities seized 50 vessels and detained 428 people from more than 40 countries.